All right, welcome back to Feed My Muse. Today's episode is a special one because it is a
recap. We're recapping season 1 of Feed My Muse. I had such a great time. I know you did.
I had a blast.
Yeah.
I had a blast.
I had a blast eating
feeding you, I had fun, man. That was I always enjoy,
So what are we making today?
So today, while I wanted to do something very simple, do something that was real chill and low key so that we can talk and be a little more interactive with each other. So we're gonna do a spinach and artichoke dip. And it's gonna be fire. You wanna impress your friends, your non-vegan friends, your vegan friends. This is how we gonna do it. We're gonna impress your friends with this vegan spinach and artichoke dip. All right? Let's hop into this thing. All right, so Muse. So it's kind of funny to have you on this side of the table.
I'm right here with you now.
So we hit the skillet with some olive oil. I have my oven going today because we're gonna broil this off a little bit because we want to get some color, some char, just get that bubbling going on, right? So we're gonna let this heat up, and so while it's heating up, we're gonna get right into mincing some garlic. Move this out the way.
Now I have a few questions.
For sure, come on.
I want to ask you. So, first I know the people want to know, how did it feel to be on Food Network? You made your Food Network debut in September. I'm very proud of you.
Appreciate you, baby.
I'm very proud of you. What was that experience like?
Man, Food Network was dope, man. I mean, I had so much fun. We shot for 12 hours straight. Well, we were working for 12 hours straight, let me say that. So we didn't actually shoot for 12 hours straight. It was just it was kind of exhausting, a little nerve-wracking because I wasn't sure, what to expect. You know what I mean? It's a competition. It's like a game day. If anybody ever had a game, you get ready, you got little butterflies in your stomach.
What'd you do about being nervous?
Nothing. I sucked it up. What I'm gonna do about being nervous? You know what I'm saying? Them people don't care about me being nervous. Hey, nah. So I sucked it up and I was like, bet, whatever I'm about to do, I'm just about to go out and do me. I'm auditioning on the world stage. This is my opportunity to shine and to show middle America that vegan food is interesting, fun, and delicious.
Now, I know we've talked about this before, and a lot of other people probably wonder the same thing. Like, how much of it is like real? Like, do you really have the time constraint? Do you really not know what you're gonna cook with? Like, do they give y'all any kind of help?
Look, I really don't know before I answer that, what I did here, y'all, is I put about 4 garlic cloves in here. I just smashed them, minced them, chopped them up real good. If you don't use fresh garlic, you can use the garlic in a jar. Just take you about a teaspoon or take about a tablespoon out and put that in that skillet and let it cook. You don't want to cook the garlic too long because garlic will burn and it will be black, all right?
Smells so good.
Oh yeah, nothing like good garlic smell.
It's like you put onions on and garlic on and you think something's already magically created.
So right now, before we get into your question, I'm gonna take this spinach and I'm gonna start mincing that up so we can get that going too, okay? So the time constraint is real, all right? I really did not know what I was about to cook, and I really didn't know what the other people were going to cook either. So on that part right there, that was real. I felt the nerves were real. So yeah, it was real.
And so Chef Courtney, did you get to meet her beforehand, or was that the first time y'all really saw her?
It was like a doggone, the game. When you get ready to play somebody from another high school, you don't get a chance to meet them.
Well, if you watch the show, I know that y'all saw her at the end say, "No, you should have won. You should have won." That was real too, right?
That was real as well.
You should have won.
She knew what time it was.
Now, here's my question. I would like to know, can you please, we've been getting DMs and emails. People want that moxtail stew recipe. Can we please add that to the Feed My Muse recipe situation for next season?
So I was really not gonna put that out there like that, I really wasn't.
But they saw you make it on national TV. You gotta get the people what they want.
I gotta get the people what they want. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think that we could do that next year. And I might just go a step further and do actual vegan oxtails instead of doing the moxtail stew. So I think that'd be dope.
Something a little different. I like
So
that.
just to get back on cue here, so I'm taking artichoke, heart of palm artichoke hearts, and I'm just giving them a rough chop. You really don't have to chop them, but I just want to break them down a little bit so that we're not getting big, whole, chunky pieces of artichoke whenever we dip, right? So no real rhyme or reason to your chop. Just go ahead and give it a nice rough chop. They're gonna start sliding all over the place, but you'll be fine.
I remember the first time I tried artichoke. You remember that?
I'll do.
In Maryland, we used to live in Maryland, and we used to do this thing. We did supper club challenges with our friends that were still in Houston, and they would like post these pictures of what they cooked for their wives and things like that. It was like kind of like an early Feed My Muse.
Yeah. We had fun with
And he
that.
had made this artichoke. It was like grilled or something, or smoked or something.
Yeah.
And I was like, what is that? We wasn't vegan yet, but he still had me trying all kind of stuff that I wasn't eating. And we ate outside randomly.
I did
in
like
the backyard.
an Argentinian barbecue. So just straight meat.
And everything was on the it was like artichoke.
On the chopping block.
Probably some meat that we're not gonna talk about. But that was another time. But it was so nice. Like it was just like a little sweet little date that he set up a little table and chairs for us. He had some music playing. We were just eating artichoke and whatever other else.
So in other words, I've been feeding my muse.
Been feeding your muse. You've been feeding my muse before I was eating your muse.
Oh yeah, that's a true statement right there.
That's another story for another day.
True statement right there.
Now speaking of Feed My Muse, what were some of your favorite moments from this past season? Or what was your favorite dish that you made?
Favorite dish, let's see. You know what, man? I don't know. I don't know what my favorite dish was. I don't know.
I know it was my favorite.
What?
Actually, I don't know what my favorite.
You don't know?
It's hard to choose because the catfish po' boys you made with the banana blossom, that right there. If you didn't see that episode, you have to go back and check it out because this man literally made that thing taste like catfish.
Come on, catfish.
I saw it with my own eyes, and it was definitely not catfish. So it's between that, because you hit that with the trill sauce at the end.
It was the trill sauce.
And then it was the last episode. It was the meatball marinara
Oh, the marinara sub. Yeah, that was a bad boy.
That doggone sauce, yeah, listen.
And y'all saw it. The sauce was straight up from scratch, baby.
And he never gave me napkins at the end, so I always got stuff dripping down all in my hair. If you saw, so those are my top two. I mean, what you think about? You made the BLT out of the pink oyster mushroom. I know that had to been fun to cook with that.
Yeah. Let me think about that. Let me tell them what I'm doing here. So before
I'm running my mouth.
Yeah. Normally I'm the one running my mouth, but now I'm trying to get back on track to make sure this food is right.
It's smelling good.
So we've already incorporated the chopped spinach. We've incorporated the artichoke. Then we also added the garlic, so it's nice and crispy and infused now. And so now I want to take lemon juice, so the juice of 1 lemon, and then 2 limes. If you don't like lime, you don't have to use lime. You can do both 2 lemons, but you want to have some kind of acid in the dish whenever you're tasting it, because you want to make sure that your spinach dip is not just one note. You want to make sure that you're hitting the different notes. So you want the vegan cheesy flavor, then you want the acid that pop, So you want to make sure that it's hitting on all the notes, all the cylinders, if you will, So, and then once I add this lemon juice, then I'm gonna hit it with a little bit of nutritional yeast, hit a little bit of Italian seasoning. So the nutritional yeast is gonna be about 2 tablespoons, and then also 2 tablespoons of Italian seasoning. You can use any Italian seasoning that you pick up at the grocery store, nothing special. And somebody gonna say, is Italian seasoning vegan? Yeah, as long as you don't have any dry chicken bouillon or anything like that in it, it's vegan, dog. So you'll be all right, Yeah. So let me get back to my wife's question. She asked me, what was my favorite meal? I would have to say, I like the catfish po' boy. I've had that dish before, and it just always hit a little different, and it just kind of reminds me of just having a good time sit down chomping into, you know, like just the batter. And then like the fish part wasn't like the flavor of the fish, because it really boils down to the seasoning and what type of cornmeal you use and what type of seasoned blend you're using on it. So like for me, to recreate dishes that remind me or like kind of give you that reminiscent feel of what you used to have, but just like a good food dish, a good dish, period, vegan or non-vegan. Because I'm pretty sure somebody had a bad piece of catfish that didn't taste like nothing. It's because they didn't know what they was doing with the seasoning. Yeah. So with this part, like I want to make sure that I season everything to taste like what I'm about to call it. You know what I mean? So I think that po' boy was by mine.
That was your favorite?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the pretty. That, and then, you know, your most popular episode. Do you know what your most popular episode is?
I don't. You tell me.
It's the lump crab.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
The lump crab cakes made out of lion's mane mushroom. We had the most views for that episode specifically. It was our premiere episode, so maybe that's why too. Yeah. But I just think that it's such a unique thing to try to take these mushrooms that, you know, have this kind of crabby type of texture and even absorbs the flavor in the same way. I just think that's such a special, unique dish. So I would put that in my top 3 as well. And
the beauty of that crab cake.
They were beautiful.
The crab cake, I mean, the sear on that bad boy, the lump, you know, when somebody say, hey, give me some lump crab, it was lump lion's mane mushroom. You know what I'm saying? But it was a lump, baby. So also we're gonna add just a little bit of salt here. A little bit of salt. So about 3 pinches, you know what I'm saying?
Ooh, that's smelling good.
Come on now, come on. Ooh. And so now we're gonna add the vegan cream cheese, right? So this vegan cream cheese is just a plain vegan cream cheese, nothing special. It's up to you, it's your preference. We're using tufuti, you know? So it's really your preference. But we're gonna add that in, and to get it all melted up, we're gonna also add in some soy milk. So that's sugar-free soy milk. Some people say, I don't eat soy. You don't have to eat soy. You can go ahead and you can do some almond or oat milk, but just make sure that it doesn't have any, like sweetener in there, like no sugar, because you'll taste that sugar on the back end of your food. I'm just gonna hit it with a little more oil because my skillet is drying out a little bit.
I have a question.
Sure, go ahead, babe.
What is it about soy milk that you have a preference for?
Because with the soy milk, for me, that's why I get like the plainest flavor, because I like to manipulate whatever it is or whatever ingredient that I'm using. So I can manipulate the soy milk, especially plain with no sugar. And you really gotta like check the brand, because some brands, they say sugar-free and it's still sweet as all get out. You know what I'm saying? So you still gotta check the brand and all those things. But yeah, because I want to manipulate it. You know, I don't want the extra sugar in my dish and that I didn't ask for.
I've heard that it's a little creamier too.
Yeah. It just kind of depends, man. You can get creamy out of oat, you know what I mean? But oat is already naturally sweet, you know what I mean? Sure. So now that I got my cream cheese in here and it's cooking down, starting to melt down a little bit, I'm gonna take my soy milk and start adding it in. And it's already looking like something.
Woo.
Already looking like something. So it's okay to go ahead and load it in there, but I want to kind of incorporate it. And so what's going to happen is we're going to add the cheese. Once we add the cheese in there, the other vegan cheese, then you will see, you'll get the stringiness and all of the other stuff that you kind of used to, you know?
Now I have a question. Is this the same type that you're making right now? That's available at our restaurant, Mobile Approved?
Not quite. So you already know,
somebody was gonna ask.
Somebody
I had to represent.
Put it in your restaurant. It's already there,
we already
baby.
got it. But is it the same? It's slightly different?
It's slightly different. And I say this right here. So how I cook in a restaurant, I'm cooking for like a large group of people. All of the food is gonna be good. But whenever I cook for like myself or an intimate group of friends, or when I cook for my Muse, you know what I'm saying? I wanna make sure that I make it just a little bit, just a little extra special. You know what I mean?
And a little extra stank on it.
Just a little extra stank on it. You know what I mean? A little extra love in there. And again, so this was a really quick meal, you know what I mean? And so by it being so quick, you know, like it's already almost done. It's a one potter, right? We got the broiler back there and we almost ready, and we're gonna add the cheese in here. All right, so now we got this thing bubbling. We got this thing grooving. It's dancing on its own. You know what I'm saying? Bubbles dancing. So now we wanna go ahead and add the cheese. Now, I always overkill. However, I'm not gonna use all this, all right? I promise I'm not. So we're only gonna use about a cup and a half. So I got big hands, so I'm gonna go there. This is just a shredded vegan mozzarella, okay?
Is that a Daiya brand?
You know, this
kind of mix it up, huh?
Yeah, that is the Daiya brand. Daiya, man, they came a long way. So thank God for them coming a long way. But you know, hey man, it's vegan. They trying to get it right, man. You know. Yeah. So we're just gonna mix that cheese in a little bit, and then also I know, Chasitie, I know you don't like vegan Parmesan. I know you don't like Parmesan. However, I guarantee you that this right here. Now look at this right here. Now look at the string on that. Before I even go any further, like the string on that cheese. I mean, come on, man. What you need it for? So I'm going in with all this Parmesan though.
All of it?
All right, I just go in with just a little bit, just for your flavor.
That was a real reaction. All of that? Wait.
Yeah.
Listen, Parmesan, I get it. Sometimes it's necessary for some recipes. However, that smell, if the smell is overtaking the whole entire dish, that messes with my taste buds. And we can't have that. Not for the Muse.
No, you're good. So this vegan Parmesan is made out of rice flour. So I mean, like they did a really good job in constructing this. I'm happy with it. You know what I'm saying? So how about we just go with about 3/4 a cup, right? Just 3/4 a cup.
I just don't want to smell it. Do what you gotta do. I just don't want to smell it.
All right. I'm gonna slow down on you. See, I got a little bit left back, you know. Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, but I promise you ain't gonna be mad. I promise you ain't gonna be mad.
Oh, I don't smell it. I ain't tripping. It's the smell. You know, when sometimes he'll sneak it into my food when he's cooking it at home, and he like, "Do it taste good?" He'll set me up, and every time I'm able to pinpoint, I'm like, "Yeah, it's good," but I tasted this Parmesan. He's like, "Dang," because I can smell it.
So this is looking pretty good. Yeah, so what I want to do is, I want to add a little bit more cheese on top, just a little bit on top. And then I'm about to put this in the oven and let it broil, okay? So we're gonna see if we can get some good char. But if I don't get any good char off of my little oven over here, I got something that I want. I got a toy I want to play with. You know what I'm saying? I got a toy I want to play with. So excuse me, hot. Slide it right in here, and we're gonna let that go. All right. Oh my goodness. Look at that.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah. Yeah. If this don't look like this is about to shock and wow anybody that you're trying to impress, vegan or non-vegan.
I can't believe it's vegan.
Now look at it, man.
I can believe it's vegan.
Let's take a picture of that thing. This right here is about to go down. It's ooey, it's gooey, it's everything that you want, and I know that the flavor's in there. I know that the flavor is jam-packed. And now we're about to get ready to get into some of our favorite moments, and that's me plating and feeding my Muse. When we doing this, a spinach artichoke dip, you can use, in the restaurant we use corn chips that we fry ourselves. Other places they might use like some French bread, like a baguette or something like that, crostini. But I'm just gonna turn on their head a little bit, and I'm using wonton chips. You know why? Because I want the crunch, baby. I want that noise. You know what I'm saying?
So extra, y'all.
I am.
Y'all know my husband. Y'all know he's extra.
Yeah.
And honestly, that's gotten you this far, so I guess it's a good thing.
I'm extra for all the right reasons. I ain't gonna say for no reason, because I want to, man.
I ain't gonna lie.
I want them.
That's
I want
about
that
to
crunch.
go down.
You understand? I want that crunch.
I'm not gonna lie. That's about to go down.
All right. So just go ahead and dig in there. Oh my goodness! Look at that, man. Look at that. Listen to the sound. Listen to the sound. So I kind of want to keep this intact a little bit. Then hit a little cracked pepper, just to give us some smoke and a little bite.
Say. Come on, man, why you always do this? We married, we gonna share. Like, what you doing?
Yeah, all right, fine. I'm just trying to be polite.
Yeah,
you know
man,
what I mean?
you making more dishes for me. That's what he do. He use all the dishes, and then he cook. He feeds Muse all right until I'm stuck with all the
I'm just
dishes.
thinking about my kitchen etiquette.
All right.
You understand?
No, it's just us.
All right. So, hey, my favorite time of the show is feeding my Muse. So, Muse, go ahead and dig in and let me just. I want you to dig in. If you want to use your spoon, you can. But go ahead. You want to dive right in there?
No, I ain't using no spoon.
She ain't using no spoon.
I ain't gonna double dip, but I ain't using no spoon.
Well, you just said we married, so you might as well double dip it on you.
Well, I'm thinking of the cameraman. He might want to taste it.
Okay.
So I'm trying to be a little polite.
And this is hot.
It's about to be hot, y'all.
It's hot. I think I'm gonna let mine cool down for it. It's about to be hot. Let me see that.
Well, I'm gonna let you taste it.
Man, it's about to be hot.
Ah!
Oh no, it's fine. Blow.
Ooh. Oh yeah. Oh, crunchy chips.
Crunchy chips, exactly. But they soft too at the same time. I don't know how that happened.
You know it's good when making start dancing. That's good.
Man.
That is good.
Yeah. So, you've asked me all these questions, and I feel it's only right that I ask you a few questions as well.
You got a question for me?
So, what was your favorite part of Feed My Muse?
Man, my favorite part, I don't know. I think finally fulfilling this desire of sharing and putting it out to the world. Like that's something we've been doing since college.
Yeah.
We had a show called College Cooking with Courtney Lindsay, and I would shoot, and he would just raid, these very, very struggle cabinets and make a dish out of it. And so it brought me back to those times when we were first kicking and we were just friends, and to come full circle. Now we, married with kids and got all these businesses and things. And I just enjoy just being in that space with you again. So that's my favorite part of the Feed My Muse, And this is just the beginning. Like, it's about to get better and better and better. You want to tell them a little bit about?
So let me ask you though, because something just struck a chord. You say it felt good, being in that space with me again. So that means maybe you falling a little deeper in love with me because I'm cooking for you in front of the world, or what? I'm reaching.
Boy, you give him an inch. Yeah, Lord, yes, I'm falling more in love with you, Courtney.
Because I'll be feeding you, right? See that? Hey, feed your wife, man. My bad. Feed your Muse. Feed your Muse.
Feed your Muse. Speaking of, next season you're gonna be showing some husbands how to feed that Muse,
I'm
right?
gonna show husbands how to feed that Muse. Gonna get in here. We're gonna flex in the kitchen.
Looking out for you, ladies. I'm looking out for y'all.
We're gonna flex in the kitchen a little bit. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna cook some cool holiday dishes. We might dabble in a little bit of soul food for a few of these dads so that they can flex on a Sunday, in the kitchen for their wives. And I think it's gonna be dope. We're gonna still have simple, straight to the point recipes that taste delicious and that are 100% vegan. So I think it's gonna be fun.
I love that. I look forward to it, and it's been fun, like I said, shooting with you and having this experience and coming full circle, and I'm gonna keep chewing my.
Come on, baby. Hey, well, let's just keep eating. If you don't have any more questions, then
I think that was a great recap. Make sure y'all continue to subscribe, share, like, support, comment, all that good stuff. We appreciate everybody that's ever supported any of our grand concepts and ideas, and we just look forward to keeping it going.
Let's go. I'm about to eat some more. Eat some more.